Hey everybody, it's Larry at One Man Garage. We're finally going to try to put the transmission in the LeMans. I picked it up from the shop yesterday, it was ready, and I want to do the safe thing and use my hoist and lift it out so I don't want to hurt my back. Except the ram went bad on this a while back, so I had picked up a Harbor Freight new ram, so we're going to put the ram on. It's in the back of the ram. So you can see, got the standard cross bolt at the top, except the cross bolt here, that's cast into the old one's cast in on the bottom. So the other one's supposed to sit on a plate. On the new one, just sits on the plate, it doesn't have that. So we're gonna have to do some tweaking. So you can see, got the standard cross bolt at the top, except the cross bolt here, that's cast into the old one's cast in on the bottom. So the other one's supposed to sit on a plate. On the new one, just sits on the plate, it doesn't have that. So we're gonna have to do some tweaking. Well, unbolted that, leaned that back. So bottom line is, I guess for getting the transmission off, we'll just let it push against the bracket. But before we do an engine or something later on, we're gonna have to make a little bracket, maybe with a lip on it, with like angle iron. Or maybe I can just put a piece of angle iron on that, so it'll go around this edge, you know, so it won't kick out on the bottom. That might be the best thing. Just a little piece of angle in the front, something like that. Well, that seems safe. No, not really, but good enough for a transmission off the truck. Well, that seems fairly and properly rigged. It should work. We're only going that's it. Of course, you know, I looked up at Harbor Freight and they had this style for the same money I paid for that. I don't know if I can go return it after I use it, but we might do that later. Completely safe, see? Yeah, I gotta jack the car back up. Never thought it'd be out here in the weather as long as it was, but had to wait 2 weeks for the trans to get built after wasting a week between pulling the old one and trying to get the other one going. It was a fail. So anyways, that worked pretty nice. If you're ever going to do some inappropriate rigging with a ratchet strap, save your scrapping a car, save the body bolt washers. They're only like 7/16 or 3/8, whatever this was. Maybe that was a radiator support, but it was wide enough to not pull through here, see? So that was a little thought of safety. Anybody else do that dumb Prime Day purchases? I decided and grabbed me some heavy duty jack stands, and no, I'm not far away. You know, these were discounted, except they delete your free shipping and then you pay for shipping, so it's really the dumbest thing I've participated in a while. And then I got these, and they're well, they're the smallest heavy duty jack stands I've ever seen. So, you know, if 30% off, you get 30% less. So I'm still can use them, but not really feeling the value. That is all. Well, it's funny when you get a transmission that the pump's assembled correctly. This B&M that I couldn't get in the other transmission, but 2/3 of the way. This one made the 3rd click on the first try, and now it's got a 1-inch-ish measurement recessed from the bell housing. So that is good to go. So B&M Torque Master 2000 gonna help give this old 256 Posi Pontiac a little boost in the butt, sorta. Found the receipt for the Ram, and it was just 30 days ago, and right there, exchange with receipt within 90 days. So I just jacked up the LeMans on 4 jack stands and fit that converter up. So I'm gonna take an AC little ride in the Ram to go swap the Ram. Can't believe it, but there it is. I'm looking right at it. It actually went up in there on the first try. I didn't even get snagged on the H-pipe with the tail shaft. Maybe because the converter was all the way in, it gave me more room. It just went right up in there, and it's already on the dowel pins. I just gotta stick the bolts in. Something's crazy. Maybe it's the change of luck and not trying to half-ass it and paying for a transmission rebuild. And now the torque converter, you know, went on the first try, and then it went right in on the first try, and the converter still spins. It's not hitting the flywheel. So I think this is gonna be a good day. Actually got everything bolted up. It's getting hot out here now though, so gonna I guess put some fluid in it and fire it up. Anyway, good stuff. Going in all the gears just fine. Held it in each gear and topped it off, dropping 1.5 quarts, 2 quarts at a time, and exactly nailed it. Look at that, nailed it. I'm gonna take a break now because I'm dirty and hot. Before we drive it, I gotta move stuff out of the way, so on and so forth. So I'm gonna take me a break. Well deserved, I think. Well, I cooled off for a minute, so I thought I gotta move my truck, but since I had the receipt, I was able to get the correct Ram for the hoist over there that's in hyper-extended mode. So we're gonna get this out and put it on. So there she is, and she's beautiful, and that's a whole lot handier. So we can pivot when we lift stuff up and not fall on our foot. Seconds later, it's on there. Huh? We have. Maybe I'll not let it get rusty this time. Heck, that old one was outside a bunch, and it was like 30 years old. So I don't think I'll live long enough to use this one up. Cool, now I gotta move my truck. It's good to be back in the LeMans. The only reason I can sit in here is because the sun was to the back of it and wasn't on the black seats. Oof. I need to feel it shift. Original 350, 85,000 original miles. Just dual exhaust 4-barrel swap, electronic ignition. That is it. $2,000 B&M converter. Feels pretty much like stock, like it should. But you know, since you only got a 350, if you can give it a 200 or 400 RPM little stall boost to do a Posi burnout, then it's probably a good idea. This is first test drive, by the way. Second gear. Third gear. So far so good. That was the whole point. It's like the nicest old car we've ever had. And I've still got to fix the air conditioner. Something was up on it. I think they ran 134 on an R12 system. I'm not hearing any gear noise. Remember, that was a discussion on the Posi install we just did. I don't hear any gears. It's quiet like it was. And that's with dual exhaust. It's got a Summit 2 1/4 system, some kind of turbo mufflers. Just gonna drive around the block. Shifting really nice. I'll have to see what the speedo accuracy is and download the app again. I'm not sure which gear I left in this one for the speedo calibration. I'd say that Posi's good as far as not hearing no gear noise. Well, it's been a while since we've done one of these videos, but we're gonna try it. See how that turns out. Safety track test 1. Well, gutless 350, but it worked.